For al- for almost 7 years of being a content creator, finally I have my first 5 digits. Hear me out. This is not to brag. This is your sign to start your vlogging era. It's 2026 guys at habang tumatagal, mas lalo nagiging demand ang content creation to the point na pwede natin siyang maging full-time source of income. But in this video guys, hindi ko kayo i-encourage na maging content creator, hindi ko kayo ini-influence. In this video guys, I'm about to share my experience, my learning in content creation. At kung nasa point ka ng buhay mo na parang kino-consider mo na ang pagka-content creation, well, there are things that you should know before becoming a content creator. So, napansin ko lang din kasi guys, parang habang tumatagal, marami ng mga tao yung gusto mag-content creation. Gusto na maging content creator. Most of them are sobrang na-influence or na-adapt lang din talaga sa tagal ng panahon. To the point na parang pinoproject na natin yung ibang tao sa sarili natin. I have so many things to say guys, to share to you that I think you should know first before deciding to become a content creator. In this topic guys, hahatiin ko siya sa tatlong category para mas lalo nyong maintindihan based on my observation and based on my experience. Now let's begin to category number 1. Let's talk about facts. Sobrang daming gustong maging content creator. Pero most of them ay lack of knowledge or lack of idea kung ano ba meron sa content creation. Marami kasing tao ang nag-iisip na kapag pumasok sila sa content creation, it's always about generating money, you know. There's a lot of misconception when it comes to content creation. And sobrang guilty ako dun guys for how many years I've been experiencing in content creation. And many times na rin akong nag-give up, nag-stop, sobrang inconsistent. And I learned so much about it. Facts number 1. Content creation is not for everyone. Yes, it is not, guys, in content creation. Hindi lahat ng tao para dito. Unang-una, kapag sinabing content creation, you have to open yourself publicly eh. Darating ka rin sa point na kailangan mong ibahagi yung buhay mo sa mga tao kahit hindi ka pa handa. Alam nyo guys, sa content creation, hindi talaga maiiwasan na magkaroon ka ng bashers. So, kahit gaano ka ba ka-beginner or ka katagal sa content creation, darating din sa point na may magki-criticize sa'yo. At dun papasok kung paano mo siya i-handle. Kaya para sa akin, ang content creation is para dun sa mga taong merong courage, readiness sa heart nila. Medyo mabigat na responsibility rin ito kapag pumasok ka sa content creation. It takes a lot of courage and time to think kung para sa'yo talaga ang content creation. Kapag nag-isip ka ngayon at sobrang motivated ka sa isang topic, sa isang bagay, and then you are going to film it, and then you're gonna post it, kinabukasan, you'll expect na magbo-boom siya. Girl, it's not like that. Hindi siya nag-work ng ganon, no? Unless your goal na mag-trend. Do such things na sobrang ka-issue-issue at talagang magte-trend ka, no? It's never been a overnight process. I-assess mo sa isip mo or magkakaroon ka ng mindset na it will take time talaga. Sobra. If you're making it seriously na, alam mo yun, yung tipong gagawin mo na siyang career, hindi siya biro, honestly. Based on my experience, ang daming up and downs, ang dami kong pabago-bagong plans or mindset to the point na ayoko na nga eh. Number 3, facts. Ito yung pinaka-favorite ko sa lahat guys eh. Hindi lahat ng collaboration is a opportunity. Lalo na kapag nag-start ka na ng content creation, tapos at the beginning, nag enjoy ka sa proseso and everything. And then, suddenly, merong darating magme-message sa'yo, mag-reach out sa'yo na brand or something, offering you free products to promote, something like that. And you will feel like seen, di ba? Like, you feel special kasi may nag-reach out sa'yo. But little did we know, scam pala yun. Most of it, okay, I've been experienced that as well. I'm confidently saying it kasi totoo yun. So, paano nga ba malalaman kung opportunity yun? Well, kung mapanuri kang tao, you have to check the profiles, the comments, the reviews of the products, or is it kilala ba? Yung mga simple things that you have to do, yung background check kumbaga, 'di ba? It's just kind of thing din kapag may isang tao na gusto mong kang kilalanin o gusto mong kilalanin, 'di ba? You know what I'm saying? Ganun din siya. It's the same thing. May mga times talaga magaling silang magpanggap honestly. So, talagang doble lang yung pag-iingat. Hangga't maaari magtanong, mag-ask ng opinion ng iba, before decide. Kasi hindi lahat ng mga nag-a-approach sa atin is opportunity. You have to be mindful. You have to work out your discernment as well. Now, let's proceed to category number two, the process. So, ito yung pinaka-masayang part din no, sa gusto kong i-share sa inyo. And I'm going to share some backstory as well, no, about my content creation. So, number one, i-emphasize ko na lang din, no, yung interval. Of course, kung ikaw yung tipo ng tao na gusto ng growth and you want to try new things like content creation, also, kino-consider din natin yung time frame or yung interval. So, ako kasi personally, before, meron akong inaalat na years when it comes to work. So, sa corporate job ko before. Parang before, bago ako nag-resign ata nun, I allot 2 years to know kung may growth, you know. And then I will decide kung magpapatuloy ba ako or lilipat ako ng ibang company. So, ganun yung inaalat ko at some point. Parang, hindi naman sa pagiging, don't get me wrong guys. It's how I think in life, no, na ayokong mas stuck sa isang place, environment, or something if I know that marami pa akong kayang gawin. You know, I want to extend my capabilities as long as I can. Ganon din ako sa content creation. In-apply ko rin siya like parang, actually hindi totally nung una kasi gusto ko lang mag-enjoy, you know. Kung ano man yung maisip ko, whatever I want to say, anything, gusto ko siyang i-express in a way na bilang ako. I'm too sentimental person kaya everything I do, I really do it intentionally. I am suring na it comes from my heart. Kaya kapag hindi ko talaga gustong gawin yung isang bagay, hindi ko siya gagawin. Ganun. When it comes to time, hindi ko na-expect yung sa content creation na parang umabot ng 7 years. And I couldn't say na consistent yun ha. Sobrang up and down yun. Kaya parang nahirapan ako. So, dumating sa point na tinanggap ko na lang. Tinanggap ko kasi hindi naman talaga madali ang content creation at it really takes time. At bawat content creator ay iba't iba ang timeline. Hindi tayo pare-pareho. Kaya minsan, marami ang hindi nagpapatuloy o sumusuko kasi nga, they compare it to other people, to other content creator. Yung gaya nga sabi nila na you are comparing your chapter 1 to chapter 20 of other. So, it obviously talagang may chance na sumuko ka or ma-discourage ka kasi you're comparing it, 'di ba? This era of content creation, it's a personal decision, 'di ba? Kung hindi deeper yung reasons mo and something like you're kinda confused pa when it comes to things. Well, ang tendency talaga nun is madali kang huminto sa isang bagay, 'di ba? When you're passionate in something, kahit ano pa 'yan, you are going to make it. You know, kahit gaano ka pa kapagod because you're passionate about it, 'di ba? Process number two. At first, you will be cringe. And that's a part of the process, I swear. Lalo na nagsisimula ka. Lalo na kung hindi ka pa naman sanay magsalita in front of your camera, you know, in front of yourself, sa camera mismo, para you know, and I understand you, girl. Honestly, kahit nga ngayon parang, alam mo yung mga sinasabi kong to, feeling ko talaga, feeling ko na-rehearse ko na siya kanina because I love talking to myself. I love yapping. I'm a yapper. And hindi ko na agad siya mauulit. Kung ano lang gusto kong sabihin, yun na yun. Isa talaga sa struggles, no, kapag gusto mo maging content creator is yung cringiness, hindi talaga mawawala yan, I swear. Kahit saan. At ang hirap nun, no, honestly ako, kahit ako sa sarili ko, nakikringe pa rin ako. Alam mo yung tipo na ilang oras ko siyang inedit tapos 'pag pinost ko na siya and then after a while 'pag pinanood ko siya nakiki-cringe na ako, girl. There are times talaga na dumarating pa rin ako sa gano'ng point, pero girl hindi ako nagpapatinag. Kasi girl, una sa lahat, hindi ko naman kailangan mag-perform na always trying to address those feelings, those negative thoughts so that I can switch it on a positive way. Kasi kahit saang aspeto pa yan, especially ng content creation, darating talaga na makakapag-isip ka ng mga negative thoughts na maaaring mag-discourage sa'yo or mag-stop sa'yo or even hindi ka na talaga magpatuloy, mawalan ka ng gana or ng desire or even the passion, name it. Kapag hindi mo natanggap yung cringiness na yan, ay mahihirapan kang magpatuloy. Yun talaga yun eh. Ako, kahit ako nakikringe ako, alam mo na lang ginagawa ko, hindi ko siya pinapanood at papanoorin ko siya kapag tumagal na talaga, as in months na. And then, doon ko na lang marirealize na, ang galing no, nagawa ko pala siya, no? Like, practicing yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Laging ganun eh, diba? Laging ganun sa growth. So, yun na lang yun. I think that's the point. Lagi. When it comes to cringiness. Hindi talaga mawawala yun, be. Kahit nung noon pa man. Kahit ngayon eh, na medyo comfortable ka pa, dadating yung 2020, 70, makikringe ka pa rin. It's part of you. For you to be able to survive that kind of mindset is you need to practice more acceptance to yourself. 'Di ba? It's you yourself eh. Mahalin mo yung sarili mo in a sense na kahit cringe ka or kahit mukha kang ewan, yun ka eh, 'di ba? It's you eh. It's you being natural and genuine. Yun lang. Number three. Ito talaga, isa rin 'tong sa mga hindi nawawala sa proseso, 'no? Meron at meron talagang mga pagkakataon na kapag nandun ka na sa proseso, dun mo dun mo malalaman kung sino ba talaga yung mga taong susuportahan ka at mga taong husgahan ka. Don't get me wrong guys, it's a real thing. Kahit kamag-anak mo pa yan, kahit kilala ka, friends mo or whatever, darating talaga na sila pa 'tong hindi ka susuportahan. I know firsthand. And that's normal. It's valid experience, I think. And that's the sad truth as well na kailangan din natin tanggapin kapag darating ka na sa point or nandun ka na sa process ng content creation. Kasi hindi naman talaga lahat ng tao is mapi-please mo at hindi mo siya kailangan i-please or hindi natin sila kailangan i-please. It's you doing your thing, doing your stuff, getting out of your comfort zone. That's the point of it. And that's the beauty of content creation na hindi napapansin or nami-miss out ng iba. You know what I'm saying? Let's proceed na sa purpose. Ito yung pinaka-favorite part ko talaga as actually. Third category natin, dito ka na mag-iisip, magdedesisyon, kung ready ka na ba at talagang gusto mo nang maging content creator. Kahit ano pa yan, everything, career, small decision, everything you do always comes with a purpose. Kasi kapag wala kang purpose, maliligaw ka talaga. As in, madidistract ka. Kung yung bang mabilis ka lang masway, mabilis ka ma-influence ng ibang tao. Kapag ganun yung character mo, ganun ka mag-isip, it's you having a hard time to know yourself, may times na parang hindi mo nakilala yung sarili mo, parang na-project mo na nga yung ibang version or ibang tao sa sarili mo na hindi ka naman yon, you know what I'm saying? And darating sa point na parang mapapagod ka na, you're asking, eto ba ako talaga? Hindi ako to eh. There's a lot of question, even your identity, you question it. You are consuming so much in this world, especially the negative ones, lalo na rin sa social media, no? It's you yourself need to be accountable and responsible when it comes to consuming contents. I think isa yan sa mga mga struggles ng lahat, karamihan honestly. Parang nagiging addicted na kasi tayo sa phone natin. Alam mo yun, 'di ba it's crazy to think na halimbawa nag-scroll ka tas ang sese nung pinapanood mo it's a joke at sa prank or something. Then pag swipe mo may malungkot na parang may isang pulubi or whatever, something like that. 'Di ba? Yung emotion mo is nagsuswitch, nag-shift talaga ng ganung kabilis. You know what I'm saying? It really shows talaga na ang content creation is really powerful. It really influence people. It really changed the mind or perspective ng isang tao. Kahit saan namang senaryo sa isang bagay, meron at merong mga pros and cons eh, 'di ba? So, I think that's the highlight here in purpose. You need to know who you are. You need to know your main purpose, your values. Why are you doing these things? Why are you sharing these things? Bakit gusto mo pag-usapan itong mga ganito? Anong purpose mo? It's really important ha. Kasi it really helps you to grow as a person, as an individual, especially when you're introvert like me. Honestly, it's really hard to be a content creator and an introvert as well. Sobrang hirap nun. We want to share things. We want to share our thoughts. We want to express everything. We are naturally yapper. As an introvert, at some point, kahit I share my life publicly, not everything. I really think those things carefully if I going to share it publicly. It's always the purpose. It's always a purpose. So here's the question, guys. Are you deciding to become a content creator in 2026? This is also a reminder siguro, no, to get out of our comfort zone, no? Kasi I believe that growing is about something you are not comfortable with. So kung may mga question kayo guys, pwede niyo akong i-message, pwede niyo akong tanungin, anything about content creation, we can talk about it. I myself still in the learning process. Ang dami ko pang gustong matutunan and I could say that hindi naman ganun kalaki yung community ko, yung followers ko, but you know, I have this in my mind and in my heart that this season, this moment, nung finally God confirmed it, yung career na to, yung content creation na to, it always end up with God, honestly guys. Lahat ng mga nangyayari sa buhay ko. I really wanna end this video pero I also wanna share na rin siguro yung plot twist na nangyari sa content creation ko. Parang, wala akong masabi. Um, I could make another video about it siguro because it's late na and I need to sleep. Before I end this video, guys, here's a takeaway, okay? If you're now deciding to become a content creator, know this. Please, don't overthink too much. Don't overanalyze things, especially when it comes to beginning. You know, you don't have to be really equipped yung mga resources mo. Kung ano man meron ka ngayon, phone mo, anything na meron ka, use it. You know, anything na kung anong meron ka. You don't have to be pressured. You just have to be yourself. Yun yung best advice ko and reminder ko talaga if you really want to hop in content creation. Honestly, isa sa mga talagang pinapasalamat ko, lahat ng failures, lahat ng turning points, lahat ng pabago-bagong niche ko before, everything, lahat ng yon, lahat ng cringiness ko, it is worth it. I could say that worth it lahat ng yun. Kasi I become more peaceful right now. I become more who I am right now. I learned so much. My perspective before is more better than now. There's a lot of changes in my head. Ang hindi lang talaga nagbabago dito, guys, is yung pagiging madaldal ko at yung hindi ko makontrol na thoughts. And I'm still working on it. And I'm praying for it. So, I am rooting for you guys. Kung gusto niyo na mag-content creator, I am fully support you, especially on my ka-introvert dyan, no? I really want to know you. I really want to reach out you guys. Alam mo, I have this intrusive thought. Sabi ko nga, what if merong gathering sa mga introvert, no? Sino kaya una mag approach It's so funny to think, pero what if, 'di ba?